Today, let's dive into a really fascinating strategy for taking just 1 hour of expert audio and turning it into a permanent, powerful digital empire. This is a total game changer in how we think about creating and using content. You know that feeling, right? You pour hours of work, all your best ideas, into creating something fantastic. You put it out there, and then poof, it's like it just vanishes into the digital ether. Its impact feels gone almost as soon as it's made. Okay, to really see this problem in action, we're going to look at a weekly show called House Talk Radio. It is the perfect case study for what we're calling content evaporation. So on the show, you've got this dream team of experts. There's Jeff Schofield, the realtor who knows the market inside and out. You've got Mike Reed, the home inspector who spots the things nobody else does. And John Marchioni, the attorney who cuts through all the legal jargon. Every single week, they are dropping a gold mine of information. And here's the crazy part. All that incredible value they create, all the advice, all the stories, all the answers, it has an incredibly short lifespan. It's live for about an hour on the air, and then it's just gone. And that is the exact problem we're here to solve. So, what's the solution? Well, this isn't about some new marketing trick or tactic. No, this is about building a complete system, a piece of actual digital infrastructure that's designed to capture, multiply, and keep that value forever. It's called the Authority Omnipresence Engine. And yeah, that's a big name, but the idea behind it is simple. The goal is to make these experts omnipresent, to make them seem like they're everywhere by systematically turning their weekly audio into a permanent digital asset that is always working for them. And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. This whole philosophy isn't about working harder or turning out more stuff. It's about working smarter. It's about taking the gold you are already sitting on and building a powerful amplification system around it. So how does this engine actually work? Let's get into the nuts and bolts. The very first phase is called authority extraction. This is where a single audio file gets methodically taken apart and then rebuilt into this powerful hierarchy of text-based assets. The whole thing unfolds in 3 really smart layers. First, you get the full transcript. That's just raw fuel for search engines, thousands of keywords. Second, you create a big, polished, comprehensive article covering everything that was discussed. But the third tier, that's the secret sauce. Each expert gets their own unique, specialized article that focuses only on what they talked about. And this is where it gets really, really clever. The topics from the show are surgically assigned. So Jeff, the realtor, he talked about scams. Boom, he gets an article all about protecting yourself from real estate scams. Mike talked about inspection issues. He gets an article on that exact topic. Each expert gets a custom-built asset that cements their specific authority. And the result? I mean, it is just staggering. When you add up the transcripts, the main article, and all 3 specialized articles, you are generating over 30,000 words of structured, authoritative content every single week from just 1 hour of audio. That sends a massive signal to Google and to AI. Okay, but creating all that content is really just half the battle. The real magic, the part that truly makes this an engine, is how all of these new assets connect with each other. This happens through some really strategic referencing. So for instance, inside the realtor's article about scams, he's not just talking about himself. He intelligently points over to his co-host, saying, hey, for the legal side of this, you need to listen to John, the attorney. Now, that's way more than just a friendly shout-out. That little sentence creates a direct digital connection, a backlink. It's like a vote of confidence that passes authority and credibility from the realtor's website straight over to the attorneys. And of course, this is not a one-way street. It goes both ways. Over in the attorney's article about title insurance, he does the exact same thing, referencing the realtor's expertise on the market. Each expert is constantly reinforcing the credibility of the others. So what you're actually building here is this powerful, interconnected web of expertise. It's a closed loop of authority. Instead of 3 people just shouting into the void, they've created a digital ecosystem where every part supports and strengthens the whole thing. The outcome here is a massive win for everyone. Each expert starts ranking for their own keywords, right? Jeff for realtor stuff, John for legal stuff. But the cross-linking gives all of them a mutual authority boost. It tells Google, hey, this isn't just one person's opinion. This is a panel of trusted experts who vouch for each other. And what's crucial right now, it dramatically increases the chances they'll be cited by AIs like ChatGPT. So, what's the bottom line here? What really happens when you put this kind of digital infrastructure in place and you just let it run week after week? What's the ultimate payoff? I mean, just look at this transformation. It is night and day. You go from one podcast that disappears to a growing network of permanent digital assets. From very limited reach to dominating Google and AI search results. From fleeting value to permanent authority. Their expertise stops being something that just evaporates, and it becomes an automated system that actually generates inbound leads for their businesses. What this system really builds in the long run is what people call a digital moat. It's a deep, wide, defensible barrier made of high-quality content. The sheer volume, the smart structure, and all that strategic interlinking, it creates a competitive advantage that is incredibly difficult for anyone else to even try to replicate. And at the end of the day, this is why all of this matters. In our world, consistent visibility is leverage, and that leverage, when you use it correctly, translates directly into measurable growth and revenue. This isn't just about being seen, it's an engine for your business. So this brings us to the final and maybe the most important question, a question for you. You already have the most valuable asset there is, your expertise. So the only thing left to ask is, are you just letting it disappear after 24 hours? Or are you building an engine to multiply its value forever?